Hello guys, now we will go to the third objective. Yeah, it's about how to describe the TOC. Yeah, the process for design and performing the TOC, test of controls. Okay, what is the purpose of the test of control? Of course, to test the effectiveness of control. Yeah, in the internal control. How effective the internal control in support of a reduced control risk for the audit. Yeah, of course, yeah, this is the purpose to reduce the control risk for the audit. Yeah. So how the procedure for the internal the test of control? The auditor use four type of procedure to test control. Yeah, first, yeah, you have to make the inquiry, yeah, interview, yeah, you got obtain the information by inquiry of the appropriate client personnel. Yeah. So if you want to get information from the sales, yeah, you have to go to the marketing department, yeah, the production department, sales warehouse, yeah, the department related to the sales transaction. Second, you have to examine the documents, record and reports, ya. The document, ya, bentuk fisik dokumennya sendiri harus dilihat. Records, ya, the journal itself from the system. Reports, ya, the reports that publish, ya. And the third, observe the control related activities. And the fourth is we perform the client procedure, yeah. And like I said before, this is the TOC, yeah. I already show you many times, yeah, before, yeah. So in here you can see, in here you can see that this is the document, the document from where, from the narrative, in here you can see I I designed this TOC, invoice first, after that sales order, second, third is the delivery ship, fourth is the bill of lading, the order in here, first, second, third, fourth, and so on, is the order from the narrative in here, from the narrative in here. Yeah, from this narrative, I I designed the TOC. That's how you to make the TOC. Yeah. So like in the PPT itself, it said, the process, in here you can see. First, you have to get the understanding, and you get the matrix, to assess the control risk, and you design the test of control. And as you can see, to obtain the understanding, you can go with the narrative, with the flow chart, and from here, the narrative and flow chart, you can design your TOC like this, from the document invoice as orders, the delivery ship, bill of lading, packing list, and so on, until the recorded, the journal, the general ledger recorded, yeah. So this is the TOC, and like the narrative said before, you can, in here client control, and in here you can see, in the narrative there is a principal control. There are seven, seven principal control. You write it down in here. And of course, from this, internal control, what could go wrong, from the first client control, like it is like you identify the deficiency, you identify the what is possible, to make a misstatement from this control, So in here you can see there are seven client control. Of course, there are seven probability, from each of control, After that, you have to know about how to control, how to make sure you this internal control is effective. Oh, to make sure this internal control is effective, I have to, I have to see the occurrence, the completeness of the authorization. And of course, don't forget to identify the assertion. Yeah. So I come back again in here. Yes, so once again, the purpose of the test of control to test the effectiveness of the control to support to reduce the control risk, to minimize the control risk. Once again, we refer to the risk model, yeah, the risk model AAR equal to the PDR divided by the AR NCR, yeah, IR NCR, yeah. And this is the procedure to test the control, yeah, make the inquiry, yeah, examine the document records and reports, observe control related activities, and you do the re-performance of the client procedure, yeah. So this is like the re-performance. You go from the invoice here, you go to the sales order, go to the delivery ship, bill of lading, yeah. You do the re-performance until the transaction is recorded in here. Yeah, you do the re-performance. Yeah, that's the re-performance procedure. That's the test of control. It comes from your narrative. Yeah, your understanding of internal control, and you design like this. Don't forget to identify the principle of control. What could go wrong with the principle of control? How to assess the client control. Yes, yeah, that's the TOC. It is kind of takes time to do the test of control. Yeah, so it is like I have to complete this like almost 1 week itself. Yeah, at the company. So it depends on the of course depends on the process. Yeah, the document itself. If the document is many like this, of course the process is take much time. Yeah, takes so much time. Okay, so we go to the next. It's about how you decide to extend ya your prosedur ya. Bagaimana ya pertimbangan kalian menambah prosedur ya. Of course, extend the procedure to get the better internal test of control. So it depends on your preliminary assess control risk. Yeah, it depends on your matrix. Yeah, before the matrix said, oh, it is medium level. Oh, it is low risk. Yeah, low level. Yeah. If yeah, the auditor want a lower control risk. Yeah, so you judge. Oh, in this company, I have to minimize. Yeah, minimize the control risk. I don't want the high control risk. Yeah. So you have to get a more extensive test. Yeah. Like you will go to the another test, additional test, like the additional period maybe, yeah, additional invoice, yeah, of control are applied both if in number and extent of tests. So the extent of test itself is also yeah also depends on this following yeah the reliance ya apakah dapat diyakini oleh on evidence from the prior year's audit. So like I said before, your client may be already audited before from from the different auditors, yeah, and you have to make sure, yeah, the previous auditor, yeah, their TOC, type of control, still applicable, yeah, still same. The internal control, yeah. So, oh, sorry. So it is like this. So the client control in the current year with the prior year is the same. If it's the same, so it most likely you can have a reliable result from before, from the prior year. You can like go with the conclusion from before. So you don't have to take much time to do the TOC again. Yeah. So because what? Because the client control, yeah, the key control itself is not changed. Yeah. It's still the same. Yeah. The same procedure. Yeah, the same document, the same authorization, yeah. So you can like trust, yeah, your prior year's audit, yeah. You can trust your prior test of control, yeah, the reliance. And the second, testing of control related to significant risk, yeah, from your matrix before, yeah. You have the deficiency, something like that, or maybe there is a judgment that, oh, in here, in this transaction, I have a hinge like, oh, this is a significant risk. So you have to get a testing of control on that part. And of course, testing less than the entire audit period, yeah, is this is kind of consideration because as I said before, yeah, maybe you not remember, test of control. Usually we do test of control, it's before 31 December. So it is we call interim audit. Yeah, we audit before they close their period. Yeah, it's not reached the 31 December yet, but we audit especially for the control. Yeah. So if we audit the control before 31 December, of course, we not test the whole year. So maybe until October or maybe until September. Yeah, depends on when we go to the company and do the test of control. So in here, if you think the 9 months is not enough to test the internal control, maybe you will get an extent of the period. Yeah, so you like complete the October, November, December. You complete the remaining months to make sure you have the minimize the risk of control. Ya, you have like yakin ya atas audit kalian sudah cukup educate audit. So what is the relationship between the test of control and the procedure to obtain the understanding? So there is a significant overlap, significant overlap between the test of control and the procedure to obtain an understanding. However, there are two primary difference. Okay, in obtaining an understanding of internal control, the procedure are applied to all control identified during that phase. Yeah. So to obtain the understanding of internal control, the procedure, this is for the procedure. Procedure are applied to all control identified during that phase. But for the test of control are applied only when the assessed control list has not been satisfied. I mean, if if the matrix in here, the matrix result in here is already satisfied, oh, there are all of them is low risk, I satisfied by this result. So if you satisfied by this matrix, you don't have to do the TOC. You can like skip this part. You can skip this part because you assess low risk, from the matrix itself. You like yakin, oh, the company internal control is very strong. It can detect the misstatement. It can prevent the material misstatement. So I think I don't need to do the test of control. That's the huge difference. You still have to apply the procedure, but you don't have to do the test of control if you are already satisfied with the result before the access control risk. And the second, the procedure to obtain an understanding are performed on only one or few transactions. Only consists one or maybe some transaction. That's for the procedure. Yeah. Once again, this is for obtain the understanding. You do the procedure to get the understanding. But if you do the TOC, if you perform the TOC, TOC is performed on the larger sample, like this. You can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 until 13, 13 samples, to do the test of control. This is for obtain the understanding. So in here, test of control are performed on larger sample and observation often at more than 1 point in time, more than 1 point. You check the invoice, you check the sales order, you check the delivery sheet, and many document in the many department. Okay, so that's why TOC is take so much time to do. So you have to consider whether once again you have to consider the cost of audit. So this is the difference. But this is the assess control risk. If you want lower level of control risk, yes, you can. You have to do the test of control. But if you can accept the high level of control risk, yes, maybe you can just have the procedure of understanding, to obtain the understanding of internal control, such only just use the inquiry, inspection, and observation. But for the internal test of control, of course, you have to do all of them. So yes, this is the chapter 12, objective 3, and in the next video, you will have to go with the next part. It's the Objective 4. Okay, see you.